take anybody lightly, and then recoup to take on Biola, a team that we saw the women's program beat yesterday, although that game for the men will be on the road. We'll tell you a little bit more about the two programs, but first the starting lineups as we get the ball game underway. For La Sierra, the big guy controls the tip. And when we say big guy, we mean a big guy. Jasper Reinalda, 7'3", taking up a lot of space, but the Broncos force a turnover. And we'll see the first offensive set of the game for Pomona. Broncos clad in white, green numbering with a black trim as that ball out of bounds, lost by the Broncos, and so each team a turnover to start the ball game. Reinalda, a grad student, he's out of Corvallis, Oregon, South Dakota Mines grad, and he is a big dude, 7'3". We don't have the weights on the La Sierra club, but you can certainly pick him out of a lineup. Mikhail Reynolds had the basketball, 6'2" junior over on the right wing. Now up top, it's Godfrey Little, the 6-foot senior out of Eastvale. Long three-pointer on the way from straight on is off the mark. Broncos have the rebound. That was Jake Goldberg, a new Bronco this year. Lewis Cooper going to try a three-pointer for Cal Poly. That's a little bit off the mark. And rebound to Reynolds. Mar Tablada also in that starting five for La Sierra. That ball on the ground and taken away by Cal Poly. We'll give you the rest of the starting fives in a minute. Bell gliding to the rim, left the layup short, but it does creep up and over. And the Broncos draw first, but it's 2-0 in favor of Pomona. Caleb Tinker, former Bronco, is in that starting five for La Sierra, 6'9" junior transfer. Three-pointer on the way is wide. Goldberg another rebound. Broncos pushing it a little bit. Shaim Parm driving baseline, hangs and lost it. A couple of familiar faces, familiar names on the Broncos side. Kevin Simet, 6'7", 220-pound junior out of Geneva, Switzerland. Starting center for the Broncos. Malcolm Bell thrust into a much larger role this season. The junior out of nearby Diamond Bar. A cut, a layup, off the mark. La Sierra struggling to get that thing to go through. Demarie Lewis Cooper changed his jersey number this year. He's no longer 23. He's number 1 now. I think that might have been Bell. Rotating jerseys. A fake one way to Bell the other way, and Malcolm, oh, that one spills out. Very makeable shot. Shaim Parm, redshirt junior. Called his name before. And then again, the one that you're not familiar with in that starting five, Jake Goldberg, New Jersey Institute of Technology transfer. Simet gambles, recovers. Broncos nearly force another takeaway. Shot clock winding down. A three-pointer hoisted up near the buzzer. No good. Broncos wrestle the rebound away from the big man Reinalda. And now pushing it the other way. Lewis Cooper, a jump pass back out to Goldberg. Jake fires straight away for three. It's long. Not exactly a blistering start to this one. Broncos still leading it just 2-0. And a little over 3 minutes in. Another three ball on the way. Another miss. We got one bucket between the two clubs. Up and down action. A lot of defensive rebounds. Parm going left, still left. Turns back to the right. It's cut off. Lewis Cooper into the corner, back to Parm. Shaim at an angle. Bounce inside Simet. His shot rejected. Kevin gets it back. A rustling match is lost with Godfrey Little, and it remains a 2-0 ball game. First to 10 wins tonight. Goldberg doing a nice job to cut off the driver. A spinning layup is off the mark. Rebound pops out of the hands of Malcolm Bell. Manages to recover, and here come the Broncos again. Now 4 minutes into this ball game and just 2 points on the board. Home opener jitters, whatever you want to call it. Lewis Cooper drives to Bell, straight away for three. Clang. Nobody's going to score in this game. Little. Back to Reynolds. The only 2 points belong to Malcolm Bell. And it'll stay that way. Tablada's three-pointer just a little bit strong. Lead pass to Parm, and Shaim scores. Parm able to control his body in midair Got the lefty layup to go, and the Broncos now lead 4-0. Timeout coming up if there's ever a stoppage. Tablata straight to the rim. Nobody picked him up, and he scores. So each team now with a bucket. It was just that easy. 4-2 Broncos. 5 minutes in. Not one whistle. It's coming. Goldberg, baseline, shovel pass, opposite corner, Lewis Cooper, DeMaurier fading and missed it. Rebound volleyballed inside. Simeth has it, back to Goldberg. Lewis Cooper straight away, now to Parm. Inside Bell. Malcolm, power move, fading jumper, that's good. Malcolm's got a couple of buckets. The Broncos lead by 4. Malcolm Bell is a man invigorated this season. Really coming into his own. Tinker on the drive. His layup is off the mark. Thought somebody was coming. Nobody was. And ended up kind of rushing it a little bit. Bell has it. Back to Lewis Cooper. DeMaurier sizing things up. Drives right. It's cut off. Back to Malcolm. Now they swing it around to Goldberg. Jake pull up along the baseline. That floater is no good. Swirl around and pop back out again. This is actually kind of remarkable now. Legitimately can't remember the last time I saw a basketball game go this long without a whistle. Nope, another miss. There hasn't been much contact yet. Parm bounced into a defender. That was about it. Still 6-2, almost 7 minutes in. Lewis Cooper for 3. No. There's a whistle. Loose ball foul will get a pretty remarkable start to this game. Not in terms of any numbers on the board. 6-2 the Broncos lead after 6.5 minutes. But we've had one whistle, one foul, 0 out of bounds plays, no other infractions of any kind, only live ball turnovers for 6.5 straight minutes. And then Malcolm Bell committed a over the back foul. Now that got us finally to a break. A drive, a runner, no good. Well, here we go again. 6-2 Broncos. We're at Kellogg Arena, the home opener, finally. A delayed home opener. Hunter, Lewis Cooper to Bell. Wide open for 3 off the back of the iron. Malcolm had it, lost it. Godfrey Little running the other way. One-on-one opportunity. They go 2-on-2. Back for the three-pointer. That's off the mark. 3 Broncos fighting each other for the rebound. It'll stay with the Golden Eagles. La Sierra, not much about them screams golden right now. Blue and gold, the team colors, but they're road unis, blue and white. I do like the white on dark blue, though. Very easy to see and read at a distance. Broadcaster's friend. Three-pointer straight away. No, air ball. I forgot to tell you guys there's about an 80-mile-an-hour breeze in the arena tonight. Dennis for 3. No. Oh, it did go through. Did the Broncos touch it, though? Yeah, Malcolm Bell touched the rim. That ball looked like it was about to go back in, and it's going to get waved off. We almost had 2 whistles and 2 timeouts. 22 seconds early on it. A lot of deuces on that one. A couple of new Broncos on the floor out of that last timeout. That pass tipped, rolling around on the floor. I want to tell you about it. Alley-oop. That'll do it. A pretty big target. Jasper Reinalda. 7'3". He is a large fellow. Bell goes right around him and then lost the ball on the way up. A late whistle, however, will send Malcolm to the free throw line after the timeout. So I guess I'll get you the lineups then. No rest for the weary. Let's take a break. 11:59. A brief moment to discuss the action. Free throws coming for Malcolm Bell out of the timeout. Dan Vespris with you here at Kellogg Arena. For the Broncos, the substitutions during the previous break brought Sam Hunter onto the floor, second-year Bronco, 6'6" senior, and an excellent outside shooter as Malcolm misses the first. Asher Schrader, true freshman from Stockton, California, Jesuit High grad. He's over on the left side of the free throw line. And then Edric Dennis, who moved into a larger role last year as a redshirt freshman, now a redshirt sophomore in his 3rd year with the program. out of Fairfield in Northern California. And another dude that can put the ball in the bucket. Parm and Lewis Cooper stayed on the floor. Now Anthony Orgy out there, another freshman. Broncos a deeper team than usual. Corner three on the way. Looks good and is good. That ties the game at 7. Well, then we're going to miss him forever. Orgy, 6'6", 190. Rangy wing. He's from Rancho. Gets the ball in the paint. Blocked. Just not going to get it over Reinalda. Jasper's second rejection of the ball game. Broncos are going to have to do something a little different when he's staring him down. Just an absolute gigantic human being. Inside, floater, that's good. La Sierra in front now. Mateo Hamilton got behind his defender and then made him pay with a little one-handed jumper. Parm to Orgy. That ball kicked. Shot clock resets to 20. As we talked about with the women's program, same story goes for the men. This is that part of the year where you're trying to work in the new pieces, figure out how everybody fits together. And both programs with some promising young ball players. Orgy lines up a 3-ball. No, back iron. Dennis, the rebound, put back is good. Edric Dennis gets his first scratch. Is that a long 2? Doesn't matter, didn't go down. Schrader ahead to Parm. Guy across the timeline to Hunter. Sam, high, arcing three-pointer, splashes through. And the Golden Eagles sample size. Hunter, he will hit those shots as regularly as anybody in the conference. They just got to find a way to spring him open. Broncos trying a little pressure. Golden Eagles break it. 12-9, Broncos by 3. Jump pass, three-pointer for the tie. Spills out. Schrader, powerful rebound. He's a strong young kid. Parm on the drive, lefty runner, rolls around and drops. Shaheem Parm got it over the outstretched arm of Reinalda. His teammates that are 5-6 inches taller couldn't do it. That's the power of the teardrop. Tablata, back to Stephen Perry. And now to Hamilton. Mateo trying the baseline, works his way back to the middle. Handoff inside, and the bucket, sort of a half dunk for Reinalda. Makes it 14-11. A lot of times you see guys at 7'3" that don't move all that well. Jasper's moving just fine. Parm beats his man, shoots a little fading jumper along the right sideline, can't get it to go. Here comes Perry out of the pack, a run out, and a layup. A well-run fast break by Stephen Perry, and Godfrey Little converts the bucket, and just like that, back to a 1-point lead. Broncos have led by as many as 5. They trail by 2. That's the largest margins in each direction. Hunter, open, missed it. That doesn't happen very often. Uh-oh, bad pass. Parm, Schrader, Orgy walked with it. Lewis Cooper and Simeth back into the ball game. Orgy and Schrader out. 2 Broncos wearing compression sleeves on their shoulders right now. Hunter and Schrader. Sam's on the right, Asher's on the left. Extra gear. Perry to Tablata, gives it right back to him. Fading three-pointer on the way is good. Wow, nice shot. Stephen Perry puts the Golden Eagles in front by a bucket. 16-14 visitors. La Sierra not afraid. Broncos were hoping to kind of punch him in the teeth early. Dennis for 3. Too strong. Reinalda is grabbing it up over everybody's head. Has he come out of the ball game yet? I don't know. Perry lost it. Late whistle. Foul's going to go on Dennis. Just the second foul on the Broncos. Only one so far on La Sierra. This has been a Golden Eagles not going anywhere. Broncos nearly forced another takeaway. Godfrey Little in trouble. Inside to Reinalda, just flips it over the Broncos. There's nobody within about 7 inches of his height. And Jasper now with 6 points. And the Broncos down 4. Parm's going to try a 3. That's way left. Bell saves it. Broncos will have another look at it. Baseline drive, Bell. Malcolm on the oh, wow. On the reverse with English. That was quite a move. I mentioned Malcolm Bell. He is a new man this year. Bell leading the team in scoring. The Broncos get the turnover. Parm fouled. He'll shoot a couple of free throws. The jump from Malcolm Bell year over year is really quite something. He's averaging 16 points per game this season. Parm, opportunity to maybe get this game back even. Not to be. Last year, Malcolm averaged just 5 points a game. Mario Lewis Cooper was at 11. Jaden Winfield was at 10. Broncos missed both, leaving some points on the table. But to see the jump that Malcolm's made year over year is very impressive. Perry around Goldberg, slings it into the opposite corner. Drive, a strip, and a foul. I think that's going to be number 2 on Bell. That's a big foul with 6:09 still to go in the first half. See how Greg Kamansky plays Malcolm the rest of these opening stanza. Mateo Hamilton hits the first free throw, not waiting around for anybody. Well, sub came in, but it was for Parm. So Broncos going to roll the dice a little bit on Bell. He has 2 of the team's 3 personal fouls in the first half. 20-16, Golden Eagles in front. Broncos defense was so good early. Now Golden Eagles starting to score a little bit. Meanwhile, Pomona just can't get one to drop through. Simeth, short jumper, no. Offensive rebound, back to Lewis Cooper. Demarie on the drive, he tries the layup, not close. Broncos really just don't know what to do with Reinalda on the inside. By the way, the newest Bronco on the floor is the redshirt freshman, Ryan Hajar. That's a long 3. It won't go down. Put back try, no. Broncos putting 4 bodies on Reinalda just to knock it away from him. Goldberg on the drive, strong move, threw it too hard. Offensive rebound into the corner, Lewis Cooper for 3. Finally, one goes down. Kevin Simeth able to keep the play alive, and Demarie continues his strong shooting to start the year. Broncos down just 1. Remember, La Sierra didn't score the first 4 minutes of this game. Ryan out in front of everybody, lays it up and puts the Broncos in front by 1. Timeout La Sierra. Every time the Broncos 20 in a back and forth first half here at Kellogg Arena. Front, and they almost get another one. Very nearly grabbed the steal, but La Sierra now breaks the timeline. They have an opportunity to go 2-on-1, and that pass thrown away. Goldberg the steal. Broncos 4-on-2. The bounce up, taken away. Goldberg trying to lead Lewis Cooper, but waited just a little bit too long, and Godfrey Little snatched the pass right off the deck. Just a little over 4 minutes to go. Hamilton on the drive, has an angle. His floater spills out. How did that not go down? Tough luck for Mateo Hamilton, the senior out of Alameda. Inside Smith, his shot blocked by Reinalda. Third rejection of the game for Jasper. He's just swallowing up the Broncos near the bucket. Uh-oh. Ooh, Broncos caught a break. Offensive rebound. Bodies on the ground. Pretty sure somebody was out of bounds at that point, but no whistle, and they play on. La Sierra converts. I'm surprised there wasn't a jump ball, and then it looked like Stephen Perry had, or rather, I think that was Tablata. His back had touched the sideline while wrestling for the basketball. Smith on the drive into the corner. Back to Bell. Malcolm, straightaway Goldberg. Jake drives, leaves it inside Smith. His shot blocked this time, but a foul. I don't think it's on Reinalda. I think it. Couple of foul shots coming for Kevin Smith. The Broncos down by 1 and unable to hit a free throw in this ball game. 3 and change minutes to go in half number 1. Dan Vespris rolling solo here on this Wednesday afternoon. Broncos now, 0 at the foul line. That's not going to do it. Even make 2 out of their free throws so far. You're in front. Perry on the drive, trying to go around Hajar, throws an underhanded layup off the window that will not drop. Reinalda is going to buy La Sierra another possession simply by being bigger than everybody else. He's got a good motor on him as well. Reinalda's played the entire game to this point. Three-pointer on the way. No. Reinalda keeps it alive. Who's going to track it down? Lewis Cooper. A lot of guard rebounds in this game because the big men are just trying to push Reinalda out of the way. Lewis Cooper is fouled. Beat his defender, did a nice job to create a little bit of contact. Malcolm Bell hit the only free throw of the game for the Broncos. They're 1 for 6 at the free throw line so far. Both teams shooting exactly 31% from the field. There's a foul shot. 17% was a number you'd like to vacate pretty quick. Shot selection's been a little bit different. La Sierra 15 three-pointers jacked up to this point. Missed another one. Oof, 2 out of 8 at the free throw line. Broncos have only taken 10 three-pointers, 19 twos. La Sierra 14 twos. This one looks like it's got two-pointer written all over it. No. Turnover. It was headed towards the bucket. I don't know if it was going to go in or not. 22-22 with 2:24 left in the first half. Give me 2 seconds and we'll have a lot of fun. There, take a picture. Deuce is wild. And they're gone. Parm almost traveled, gives it back to Dennis. Now Schrader, Asher on the drive, lays it up and missed it. That one came out the side of his hand. He had a great angle to the right side of the rim. Could have used the bucket to kind of shield himself. And just the presence of Reinalda, he wasn't having it. Nifty pass thrown to the wrong team. Lewis Cooper going to the bucket himself. Euro steps and missed it. Sheesh. What a ball game. Oh, the steal for DeMaurier. He's going to try to do it himself again. Runs the defender over and an offensive foul. That was a 4-on-1. Broncos had a 3-on-1 and a 4-on-1 and got nothing. A lot to talk about at halftime. Broncos have missed 2 uncontested layups in the last minute. La Sierra's had to burn a few timeouts in the first half, but otherwise, they played pretty well. hanging in there. Broncos are everywhere. That's a foul. Dennis got wrapped up with the former Bronco, Caleb Tinker. Riverside kid. And he'll shoot free throws where his team is 2 for 2. Broncos and Golden Eagles have each made the same number of foul shots despite 6 additional tries. Lawrence Sanford going to check into the ball game. Another of the Broncos' young recruiting class, 6'3" freshman out of Atlanta. Went to high school here in California, though. And Shaheem Parham going to take a timeout with the game by 2. Although you figured with Reinalda that was going to be one of the tougher parts. You just cannot leave so many wide open layups on the table. So plenty of time to kind of impose their will a little bit. Hunter trying to go to work. Finds a cutting Parham. His hook shot is no good. Dennis on the rebound, missed it. And the Broncos missed a couple more. First one was a tough one. Pull up Jay, short, rolls in anyway. La Sierra in front, 24-22. This is a very low-scoring basketball game. Broncos trying to get even or ahead going into halftime. Hunter thought about the long 3, didn't have enough airspace. Sanford drives, lost it off his own knee. Ball rolling along on the ground, and it is out of bounds. Trio of Golden Eagles chasing after it as the ball very slowly inched towards the baseline. Just couldn't quite get there in time. Shot clock at 11, game clock around 23 and change. Well, the Broncos running it down a little bit, but now they got to get a look. Dennis goes right into Reinalda and gets the call, and that's what you got to do with a big guy. You have to create contact, force him to bring those arms down a little bit. And now back to the free throw line. See if the Broncos can wipe the previous few out. Edric hits it. Dennis came into the ball game 8 out of 10 at the free throw line. One of the better foul shooters on the ball club. Continues so with a made first one and a made second. Just a 63% foul shooting team. Again, early in the year, so a lot of that stuff can work its way out, but not yet. La Sierra running clock. Trying to get the last shot of the first half, maybe go into the break with a lead. Their hope is to go in nothing worse than a tie. Tinker shoots over the defender and missed it. Schrader the rebound. And we will indeed go into halftime deadlocked at 24. I think it was like an 11-2 run. But in any event, here we go. Let's see if the offenses can pick things up with a first half out of the way here at home for the Broncos. And Goldberg's first shot of the second half is missed. Malcolm Bell, the offensive rebound, is put back no good. Kevin Simet gets the Broncos a third try. It's going to be Lewis Cooper just inside the free throw line, and that is good. Basketball made a business decision finally to go down. And the Broncos lead at 26-24. Save 5 on the floor for Cal Poly that started the ball game. Lewis Cooper, Bell, Parham, Simet, and Goldberg. For the visitors, Mikhail Reynolds, Stephen Perry, who did not start the ball game, but is in there now. Marta Blada, Godfrey Little, and Jasper Reinalda. Caleb Tinker got the start, probably because he was playing his old team. I think this is the more common 5. A jump pass inside, a hanging layup is no good. Smart play by Simet to tip that rebound right to Parham. Shy and the Broncos on the run. Lewis Cooper is going to try a left corner 3 that bangs off the back of the iron, and now Godfrey Little's going the other way. Godfrey slows it down. Free throw line jumper is good for Tablata on the trailing secondary break, and we're tied again. Broncos got a good look at a three-pointer. They're just not going down today. Layup's not either, but that's partially because a 7'3" mountain is standing near the bucket. Bell didn't want to go in there. Goldberg thinking about it, leaves it for Simet. His lefty hook shot blocked. That's number 4 for Reinalda. Back to Bell. Malcolm's going to have to get a shot up. Nope, lost it out of bounds. I think that actually might have been touched by Mikhail Reynolds, but it's not going to matter. Shot clock was at about half a second, and it's a turnover. Jasper Reinalda, almost 30 blocks this year already. This is game number 8 for La Sierra. Teams just stop going in there eventually. Whoops. That one, easiest turnover the Broncos have had most of the ball game. Parm's lefty layup is short. Simet keeps it alive. Bell finds Lewis Cooper. Demarie, a little fading jumper. That's what worked before, and it works again. Lewis Cooper playing under control. He's the veteran on this team. 6'1" senior, Yuba College transfer, was great for the Broncos last year, and he's been very good again. Baseline, about a 10-footer, is a little bit strong. Marie ahead to Parm. Shai's going to try a three-pointer. No. Ball out of bounds to the Golden Eagles. 17-18 to go. Hamilton's going to come in and replace Reynolds. Mikhail there's not quite enough size in this ball game. La Sierra's had more success going with a slightly longer team. And we'll see if Hamilton can help them pick things up here in the second half as well. Perry and Little just giving it back and forth. Now Tablata. A deep pump fake. That's a shot that's up and no good. Godfrey Little on the miss. Lewis Cooper looking ahead to Simet, who lost it, falling on it, given away. Took his eye off the ball just for a minute. Hamilton down the lane, goes around Lewis Cooper. Shot was that tipped from behind or no? I don't think so. Altered. Parm straight down the pipe, gets fouled, and he's going to shoot 2. That's about the best case scenario for the Broncos when they take it inside. Parm was going to have a world of difficulty getting it over Reinalda. Oh, initially they signaled 2 free throws. Now they've switched it over to out of bounds. All right, shot clock at 24. Kevin Simet hands it back to Lewis Cooper. His free throw line jumpers are the buckets for the Broncos. Malcolm Bell right along the baseline, finds Demarie. Right corner 3, looks good and is good. Marie has woken up in the second half. He's up to 11 now. And the Broncos have matched their largest lead of the afternoon at 5 points, 31-26. It's the Demarie half. 7 points in 4 minutes. Perry, tough shot, and buries it. Stephen Perry's up to 10. Players on both sides jumping into double figures. Bell, baseline, fires a pass to Goldberg. Jake spins, fades, shoots, and can't get the roll. Rebound taken by Bell. Squeezes between 2 defenders and lays it in. Malcolm Bell's got 9 now, along with 6 boards. Uh-oh. That looked like trouble. Now it might be trouble going the other way. La Sierra wisely slows it down. The one thing the Broncos have really done a nice job of in this game, since the offense has faltered a bit, they've prevented Reinalda from getting many touches on offense. Hamilton's going to try the contested 3 and buries it. Wow. Tough shots, 2 in a row nailed by the Golden Eagles. The fading jumper, and then that one with a hand in his face, Mateo Hamilton. Jake Goldberg back to Lewis Cooper straight away. Now to Bell. Thinking about going baseline. Does go baseline. And they say stepped out of bounds. The turnover heading into the timeout gives the ball to the Golden Eagles, who trail by 2. 33-31. CalPoly Pomona in front. Harassing the Golden Eagles. That one basically a jump ball. Broncos control it. Thanks for hanging with us, everybody. The day before Thanksgiving, difficult travel day. The safe decision is to just watch some Broncos basketball. Lewis Cooper, tough pass to Bell. Malcolm's three-pointer off the back. And height. Hunter 6'6", 6'7". He can get that shot over folks pretty easily. 35-31. I'm Dan Vespris. Pleasure, as always, to hang with you. Quick trigger three on the way. Good. Stephen Perry, no hesitation. He's buried a couple in this second half. And Stephen's up to 13 in the ballgame now. See if he can spring Hunter again. He thought about it. Sam on the drive. Stop and start dribble. Finds a cutting Lewis Cooper. His fading jumper. Good, and a foul. He's hit 3 of those. DeMarie screaming full tilt across the lane. And then slams on the brakes, turns his shoulders to square up. That's a tough look, but you can see once players kind of perfect that sideways attack, it's a very difficult one for defenders because they're not typically moving that direction with them. Especially at the college level, there's a lot of handoffs going on. DeMarie hits another one. He's up to 14. Leads all scorers. He and Stephen Perry exchanging haymakers in this second half. Back to a 4-point lead for CalPoly Pomona. Godfrey Little to get 3 back. That one looks long. It's very long. Lewis Cooper, eyes up. He's telling somebody to go a different direction. DeMarie thought about the 3. Pass, I have no idea who that was intended for. Teams trading turnovers. Perry on the drive. Bangs into a defender. Tries to shovel it inside to Tablata, and the Broncos get another takeaway. Ahead to Hunter. Lays it up. Missed it, but a foul. Smart play. Sam was looking straight at Reinalda. He didn't even look at the rim. That was a, how can I angle my jump so I get contact? Because if I don't get contact, I am getting fly swatted out of the building. Smart play by Sam. Earns himself a couple of foul shots. Four for 6 on the year at the free throw line. Small sample size theater. He is traditionally an excellent foul shooter, but nobody on the Broncos can make a free throw. At least not this season yet. And Edric Dennis going to get whistled for a loose ball violation. First foul on the Broncos, 7 minutes into the second half, so they're in no real danger in that particular department. Two apiece for Dennis and Bell. Closest thing the Broncos have to what you'd call traditional foul trouble. Malcolm Bell, he's into double figures now with 11. 7-point advantage for the Broncos is now their largest of the ball game. Foul away from the ball, going to go on Schrader. I saw it. If I can see it from 100 feet away, officials are going to see it. Inbound, jump stop, runner, no. Sam Hunter doing a nice job on the glass right now. Lewis Cooper waiting for Sam on the secondary break. He's going to fire from way downtown. It's short, a little bit too far. Need to be about a half shoe length closer. I don't mind it though. That's where he does his damage, from the deep beyond. Perry pulls up, fires for 3. No. Reinalda, foul. Good foul by Bell. That was going to be a layup at the absolute worst, probably a dunk. And Reinalda, for all the things that he is very good at. Couple of foul shots coming up for Jasper Reinalda out of the timeout. 11:58 to go on this Wednesday pre-Thanksgiving afternoon tilt. And Jasper, unfortunately for the Golden Eagles continues a southward pointed trend. He is just a 28% free throw shooter this year. Leads the team in scoring, rebounds by about almost tripled up any other player on his own team. And he's one of the leading shot blockers on earth, but he cannot hit a foul shot. He misses them both. Edric Dennis triggers up a three. It's short. Thought he could get his own rebound. Ends up almost running over Mikhail Reynolds. The long ones just aren't going for the Broncos today. Tinker into the game. Pass to a cutting Reynolds. Mikhail spins off the defender and lays it in. That was a nifty little shot. Eyes in the back of his head. Mikhail Reynolds, just a little lefty flip wrist shot. Asher Schrader getting some action today. Goldberg left completely unguarded, missed the three. That's been the story. La Sierra starting to dare the Broncos to shoot, and to Cal Poly's credit, they've mostly made them this year, but just not today. It's kind of a weird thing that happened last season. I didn't want to bring it up until we got at least most of the way into a ball game. Three-pointer the other direction, no. Back iron. Hunter out of the pack quickly. Ahead to Schrader. Asher right to the rim, lays it up, and lays it through. Sam Hunter and Asher Schrader running a two-man game, puts the Broncos back in front by 7. For whatever reason last year, the Broncos just could not hit a jump shot at home. Why? I couldn't possibly tell you. Nice play by Schrader. Took the entry pass away from Reinalda, then saves it from going out of bounds. And Hunter's going to get called for a double dribble. It was either that or a carry. He wanted to shoot it, decided he didn't want to. It was too late. The other hand had already touched the basketball. A couple good plays in a row from the young fella. Asher Schrader, 6'5", freshman guard. He looks like the typical Greg Kamansky dude. 6'5", about 200, and just strong as an ox. How's that not a tie-up? There it is. Officials really wanted to give Reinalda a chance to lift a player off the ground, perform his Festivus feats of strength. 43-36, inbound pass comes to Perry, fires up a three ball, no. The Broncos, a three-man box out. They're putting so many bodies on Reinalda. Dennis, Schrader, fakes right, goes left, now to Goldberg. Jake into a double team, someone's open. It's Hunter, three-pointer on the way, no. Oh yes, how did that get in? Turns and looks at his bench and laughs. That ball hit the left side of the rim and looked like it had no chance, and then bounced straight up, hit the backside, rattled around and went through. Talk about a shooter's touch. I don't think he thought it was going down. 46-36, Perry on the drive, nobody got him. Missed it, but there's Reinalda to clean it up. 46-38, Broncos briefly with their largest lead of the game of 10. Hunter's got 9 off the pine. Dennis gonna try a three-pointer. There it is. Reinalda was by 11 now. Finally, the jumper's starting to go down a little bit. Stephen Perry to Reynolds. Back to Perry. Nope, into the back court. That's Broncos ball. Pomona finally starting to look like they are one click faster than La Sierra. I don't believe that Reinalda's come out of the ball game. He's huffing and puffing a little bit. Yeah, he's played all 31 minutes. Marta Blada's only missed 1. Goldberg's three-pointers off the back iron. There's Reinalda. 7th rebound of the game for Jasper. He's got 8 points and 4 blocks to go with it. Perry straight away. Parham picked him up. Now they switch. Reynolds back to Perry. Drives right around Goldberg. Difficult fading jumper, no. Broncos playing keep away, and they do so effectively. Lewis Cooper. A no-look shovel pass to Kevin Simet. Punched out of bounds. That was a 3-on-1. A trailing defender with some good hustle prevented an easy bucket. Smith inside, Goldberg outside, three-pointer, no. Kevin grabs it, back to Lewis Cooper. Another three-pointer on the way, in and out. Smith, another offensive rebound. Back to Parm, now Goldberg, another three-pointer on the way, no again. Broncos missed 3 wide open threes on that possession. Trying to bring the house down. The house remains standing. Hamilton back to Perry. Reinalda just fell down away from the play. Caleb Tinker rolls inside where the Broncos thought there were no bodies and gets a dunk. So that answers the age-old question, is if a tree falls in the forest, yeah, they heard it. Everybody ran away from the redwood coming down. Parm, lefty dribble, fires, fading, drills it. Nice shot, Shaheem Parm. We got 51 on one board and 50 on the other. I think there may have been a 2 that was actually a 3 or vice versa. Inside to Reinalda, nothing the Broncos could do on that one. I think the score is 51-42, but I'm not positive. Schrader to Simet, back to Asher. He's going to try a 3. No. Parm, the offensive rebound. How many tries the Broncos going to get? Shy to Goldberg. Jake pulls up from 2. It's wide right. Shot just not there for Jake tonight. Broncos still with a little cushion. They're working inside to Reinalda. I don't know how the Broncos are going to do anything about this. They're not. Pomona looks like they could use a breather. Same 5 have been on the floor a while, and Jasper is just starting to pick dudes up and carry them. And Edric Dennis getting ready to get back into the ball game. Lewis Cooper right down the lane. Fires that short jumper, does it again. Timeout Broncos. Greg Kamansky saw what we saw, which is that his... So it is indeed 53-44. We had a 1-point discrepancy, but that's been rectified. With 5:46 to go, counting down with the game. Tinker, hook shot is good. Caleb's got a couple of buckets in the second half against his former club. The Broncos lead is now 7. This ball game's far from over. Pomona has looked the superior team in the second half, but anybody's game as Lewis Cooper misses the short jumper. And La Sierra can get this thing down to just 4. A little over 5 minutes to go. Perry on the drive, inside Tinker. The pump fake works, hook shot short. Rebound on the ground, there goes Tinker to get it. But as he's falling over, lost the ball. Alley-oop, wow, how did that happen? Ball never touched the ground. Bell to Parm to Dennis. And Kevin Simet finishes it off. Flip Dennis and Parm. Tinker inside to Reinalda. Jasper with 2 defenders on him. The high dribble, the hook, good. Jasper Reinalda up to 14 and 8 now. Starting to impose his will a bit here in the second half. Broncos were slightly less swarming on that defensive possession. Kind of gave him just a moment to operate. Parm to Lewis Cooper. 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go as Bell goes baseline, slips and falls. Is that a foul or a travel? He lost a shoe on the play. No, excuse me, that was Hamilton, and it is going to be a traveling violation. I think we may have another break coming up in a few seconds. We'll see. In any event, La Sierra with the basketball down 7. They've been working it on the inside. That time, throwaway. Lewis Cooper the steal, ahead to Parm. Shy glides to the rim, and a right-handed finger roll puts the Broncos back up by 9. Nice body control once again by Parm. Hamilton to Tinker along the baseline. Back to Hamilton for 3. It's short. And a foul going to go on Dennis who shoved Reinalda in the back to get himself a much easier re-Broncos this half. So again, we're still a little ways away from the 1-1. Inbound comes right back to Perry, who shoots a corner three and sticks it. Broncos forgot about the inbounder, and it cost them. That's a big one. Back down to 6 now. Every time it looks like the Broncos try to pull away, La Sierra gets right back in it. Inside Simet, power move, lefty hook shot off the window. Kind of a runner, and he floated it up and over Reinalda. Good to see Simet getting into the backs on offense. He's got 4 points, 6 rebounds. The Broncos almost get the steal, not quite. Perry, the Little. Now Hamilton in the corner, tees up a three. Good again. Mateo Hamilton makes it a 5-point Broncos lead. 3-pointers are a-dropping right now for the Golden Eagles. Parham trying to get 3 back. Air ball. Broncos have ratcheted up their 3-point tries in the second half, but they are not going in. La Sierra has made a few. They're out shooting the Broncos 40 to 36% in the ball game. The turnover battle, that's been the difference maker in this one. Broncos have just had more possessions, offensive rebounds and giveaways, and that's why they're up. Broncos got to take away the airspace. Shot clock down to 8. Not much going on right now. Hamilton's going to shoot a left elbow jumper that is not close. Malcolm Bell controls the rebound. Broncos will slow it down a little bit. Pull Reinalda out towards the perimeter. Parham goes under the basket. They left him, and he shoots a little right side leaner that hits the iron, jumps up and over the rim, and will not go through. Perry ahead to Tinker. Dunks it. 3-point game. Broncos' 9-point lead, once as much as 11, is down to 3. Parham on the drive, dealing with a little grabbing, steps through and scores around Reinalda. That's a 14-inch difference. I don't know how Shaim got the shot off, let alone made it. 5-point lead once again. This unit for La Sierra is playing some very good basketball. Broncos the steal. Bell to Lewis Cooper. Back to Bell, who lost it. And the Broncos again blow the 4-on-1. Might have been 3-on-1 with a trailer. Maybe looking for a little bit more rebounding, although Hunter's done well there in this ball game too. Perry right down the lane, leaves it for Reinalda, who couldn't control it. Big steal for the Broncos. Now it's time to run clock. They can get this thing down to about 35 seconds and wipe out possessions. Hunter thought about the 3, wisely takes the 2, uncontested, back iron. They could have run that thing another 10 seconds down. Little to Perry. Hamilton. Mateo trying to go baseline. Simet cuts him off. Leaves it for Steven. Perry doubled, trapped in the corner, falling out of bounds. And foul. He was trying to call timeout, but they're going to say a foul first, I think. And the foul is on Simet, as Perry goes blasting through the water stand. If that's all off the surface, I guess we can keep going. Broncos have another foul to give, though, which 33.6 seconds to go. If Reinalda touches the basketball, they should wrap him up in a heartbeat. Inbound pass comes to Perry. Steven on the drive, splits the D, throws it up, throws it in. 30 seconds to go. They got a foul, and they're not doing it. Ball should get to Hunter or Lewis Cooper, traditionally a good foul shooter, but off to kind of a weird start this season. And they have to foul 3 more times. So the lack of fouls to this point, and obviously the Golden Eagles can go for the steal now. But if the Broncos can get it in a few times, they can. This clock will run down another 3 to 5 hip and just seal them. And then wrenched the basketball back and forth until he got fouled. All they had to do was move Hamilton over and force Lewis Cooper to pivot. I don't know what the Broncos' backup plan was. I'm assuming they had something. But now it's a 1-and-1 spot, so after all of that, you got to parade to the line and you got to make them. First one is good. That's a big one. Makes it a 4-point game, a 2-possession contest. All those fouls took a total of 3 seconds off the clock, so not much of a gap. Lewis Cooper misses the second one. Malcolm Bell comes flying in for the offensive rebound. And he will now shoot a 1-and-1. Bell just a 57%er on the year so far. Lewis Cooper was 73%. That's the guy they wanted there. That one in and out and back in again. Well, Broncos 4 to make 2. Let's see if they can make it 3. No. Uh-oh, that pass almost went the wrong way. 15 seconds to go, Broncos by 5. Perry drives, kicks, that one tipped right to Hamilton, who fires for 3. It's way short. Edric Dennis, the rebound, and he is fouled. We're still in 1-and-1 territory, but the 5.2 seconds on the clock is the big number right now. I don't think there's enough time anymore. For La Sierra to come back. That last missed shot and defensive rebound probably sealed it. I'm sure Dennis would prefer to make the free throws just for his own enjoyment. But this ball game, for all intents and purposes, is done. Broncos by 6, 5 seconds to go. La Sierra would have to go the length of the court. Really, at this point, they need to inbound and throw it 60 feet, then steal the inbound and hit another one. And if this free throw goes in, then there is no humanly way. Ball game. So the Broncos will improve to 4-and-1. La Sierra put up a heck of a fight in this contest, though, right to the bitter end. Made it a 3-point game after the Broncos went up by 11. That three-pointer will not drop. Malcolm Bell collects the final rebound of the afternoon, and we